So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top favorite spy shows that I'll recommend for you guys to watch. I'm only going to be giving 5, and then I'm going to put them in no particular order. Okay, so the first spy TV show I'll recommend is this one here, The Americans. The Americans was released first in 2013 and ended in 2018, and there are currently 6 seasons. The Americans is based around this couple here you can see on the screen. They pose as like ordinary American citizens who just work, I believe they work in like a travel business, but in reality they're actually KGB agents, and they conduct operations for the USSR inside America. This is actually one of my favorite spy shows. I believe it's like a pure spy show. It's people who actually live in like a false identity for a long period of time, so they're deep undercover for years upon years in order to obviously get American secrets and pass them on over to the Russians. It shows this TV show shows the problems they have with their family, also all the personal problems they have with each other, but it also has very like thrilling moments when they're just about to be caught and they make it through. I highly recommend watching this show. This as I said earlier, it is one of like a very pure spy show. It isn't short. It's most spy shows that you watch basically they're undercover for a short period of time, but these people are undercover for years. So highly recommend to watch this, The Americans. So the next TV show I'll recommend is this one here, Homeland. This is actually one of my favorite TV series. It basically it's centered around the War of Terror, and it follows the CIA agent, the one in the middle, Kerry. She's actually bipolar, but this actually helps her to be a better CIA agent in a way. The plot for this TV series is too hard to explain in this short video. There are 8 seasons in this TV series, and each season kind of does its own thing. In the beginning, you will basically following the guy on the left. He was a former US soldier captured by Al Qaeda, turned into an Al Qaeda asset who's meant to work for Al Qaeda in America basically. That's the beginning story, but obviously as the show progresses on, the plot evolves. We eventually go to Pakistan, we go to Germany, and Homeland is was very reflective of current events at the time. So I believe when it was released in 2011, obviously we were going through the War of Terror, so obviously the show followed the War on Terror. I believe in the last season, I believe in one season when they were in Pakistan, there was a huge issues in Pakistan, so they made the series on Pakistan. So it's very reflective of what's going on in the actual world. Besides that, this show is actually very entertaining. Lots of good action scenes. I believe my favorite season is the one when they were in Pakistan. That season was just really good to watch. Every episode was really entertaining. And if you're interested in the War on Terror, I highly recommend watching this TV series here. Alright, so the next TV series I'll recommend is this one here, The Night Agent. This one is actually fairly new. It came out, I believe, last year. There's currently 1 season. I believe they're in the process of making another one. So basically, this plot follows an FBI agent. As you can see, the guy in the photo. His job is to monitor this emergency line. He receives a call and he goes out to deal with it, and basically he gets dragged into this rabbit hole of conspiracy within the White House, and he doesn't know who to trust. It's one of them type of stories basically. But I highly enjoyed watching this show. I highly recommend it. It's not really based on anything in real life, unlike Homeland or The Americans, which has real life context. Americans obviously having the Cold War, the Homeland obviously War and Terror, issues with Russia, Iran, Pakistan. This is more of just a made up story in a way, but it's still very entertaining, and I enjoyed it. I watched it really fast. As I always say, a good indicator for a good show is how fast you watch it, and I believe I watched this in like 1 or 2 days, and I highly recommend for you guys to watch it. So alright, so the next one I recommend is this one, 24. 24 is an OG spy show one of the originals. It follows the life of Jack Bauer, who works for a counterterrorism unit, and basically they've got 24 hours in a day in order to solve the issue. So each episode's an hour, which is corresponding to 24, I guess. This is one of my favorite shows. It's been a long time since I watched it, so it's hard for me to remember, but I do remember really enjoying watching this. I watched this with my family, so yeah, it's so as I said earlier, it's just to do with like the guy Jack Bauer obviously trying to stop the next attack from happening. It's a typical spy show. I really enjoyed watching it. I think I can't remember how many seasons there are in, but I highly recommend watching this show to anyone who's interested in like sort of counter-terrorism, spying, whatnot. Alright, so this is the last show I'm going to recommend for you guys today. This show is actually the most recent one that's been made. This one was made this year, I believe in February, and unlike the others, these people are not working for like a specific government organization. This is like they're working for this like mysterious, it's almost like a private spy organization, and they have to conduct operations. They get sent a task to do, and they have to do it. And obviously there's a chance for them, the different units, so there's a like high risk they can join. If you watch it, you will learn more about that. But overall, I really enjoyed watching this. It's very entertaining. There's lots of good action scenes. There's a very good dynamic between these two characters, and I believe they're going to come out with another season. I'm not too sure. So the idea of this show is that they pair two people together to live together. They believe that couples draw less attention, so they're able to conduct like high risk operations, obviously. And Childish Gambino is obviously, I shouldn't call him his real name, but he's prepared with the other person here, as you can see, and they're Mrs. and Mr. Smith. I really enjoyed watching the show, as I said, and it's a very good watch if you're into like spy films, spy shows, and like obviously undercover operations. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, you could leave a like. If you didn't, don't worry about it. If there's any spy shows you feel I've missed, please feel free to let me know by leaving them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.